Alright, I think we're live. I'm going to try to test out the Nightbot stuff real quickly. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm sorry I'm doing this on chat right now, bro. I have to do this just to make sure it works and to test it. So I'm gonna really quickly just type 92. I think it'll drop your link. At least I hope it will. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna be really mad and I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board. Or it just needs to be open. I don't know. I'm just going to the thing really quickly, just in case. I don't really know. Alright, I think that we are live. I sent out, at least I think I sent out the things. I don't know. I don't know if I sent it all out. I don't really know. Alright. I'm so sorry for the delay there. I was just trying to make sure that it works and that it's not a complete flop. Anyways, welcome into the chat, everybody. It is about 8 o'clock right now. My computer says it's 7:49 because it's 11 minutes slow for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I don't know what it is. Anyways, I am currently working on the massive top 50 videos. I was going to do top 100, but I realized really quickly how bad that would be because I don't think they allow to upload videos that are longer than 12 hours, and I'm pretty sure that would be much longer than 12 hours. And yeah, I'm going to try to not do that. Right now, I'm doing a top 50. I'm currently at number, I believe, I want to say, yeah, we're at number 26, and it's 2 hours and 8 minutes. So if you guys could somehow sit through that, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to keep trying to make Nightbot work by typing in commands in the chat. And if it does start working, then yeah. There it is. It actually worked. Let's go. Let's go. And please tell me this link works, unlike last time. Chicken67 is a dead command. Don't type chicken67. Type 92 if you want your channel link to be dropped. Alright, there we go. I got that one done. So yeah, that's the full list of names, and I'm pretty sure I probably forgot one in there. I'm just putting that one there for, like, I don't know, obvious reasons. So be sure to use those commands if you can. So that's the list of chicken names, and that's the and that's it. That's the channel link. If you click on it, like yeah, that's how it works. So if you guys want to, you could type either of these commands in. Don't type in chicken67. Please don't type that in. And also you can use exclamation weather followed by a zip code or even a city name. So if I just type in something like exclamation mark weather, I don't know, what did I do last time? I think I did like San Angelo or something like that. It'll automatically spit out a response. I think after like 5 or 10 seconds. I don't know what the cooldown is. I managed to make it work last time. See, it actually works. See, there we go. All right, so yeah, that was all there was to talk about for that. So we're going to be talking about gardening tonight. I'm going to wait just in case, because, like, I don't know, he hasn't yet responded to the email I sent him, like, earlier, like, much earlier today. So, yeah, that was it. All right. I'm just checking to make sure I got a response. All right. So nobody's on right now, but that's okay. We will keep doing this stream for obvious reasons. I'm just insanely bored. I don't know. It's so annoying when there's like no people here because I have like absolutely nothing to do, so I'm just talking to myself though. Like, yeah. Like, I'm just in my room, just talking to a wall, you know? That's what we do around here. You know, that's how we do it. Anyways, on with the stream. Hopefully we can actually get it started instead of me rambling for like 45 minutes before I actually say, all right, time to actually get into the stream. Because, you know, I have like a crippling addiction to rambling on about stuff. So, yeah. All right. So how's everybody's garden growing right now? How is everybody's garden growing? So I will say my garden is growing. That's all there really is to say. And also it's going to rain a lot tonight. I'm saying there's going to be another like almost inch of rain. We already got almost an inch of rain starting at about, it looks like 2 a.m. I think. So it's going to be pretty heavy from about 2:45 to 3 a.m. here, I guess. I don't really know. Whatever it's going to do, it's going to do that. And it's going to be really heavy rain. Like, we're talking probably over, like, an inch is what they're saying right now. So, yeah, it looks like it'll be pretty obnoxious. But either way, I guess It'll be okay. It's been windy all day. I don't know about any of you guys, but it's just been windy like all day. Like, we've just been getting wind just crazy all day here. It has died down over the course of the last hour, though, so yeah. We've gotten about 9/10 of an inch of rain here, so that's cool. That's cool. You know, that's pretty cool. Alright. So, it was going on OCD's check. Next time I do this, I might invite you up on the panel. I do this like every other week, and then we do the chicken chat. Oh, it's raining where you are. I know you're pretty far south of me, but either way, I'm probably gonna like invite you up next time because I already sent out the email to the co-host, but I sent that out earlier today. I should really start sending them out like a week in advance, like I did with like other channels, or at least a couple days in advance, because it is like so annoying when like I'm sending these things out like last second. I sent it out at like noon today. That is crazy. It's just been a long day today. There's really been nothing you can do. Like, it's just been muggy out today. It's been like about 70 all day. It's been chilly and windy and everything today. So yeah, how's everybody's garden doing right now? How's everyone's garden growing? Is it growing nicely? Is it growing like poorly? Is it just like growing in general or something like that? I don't know. I don't know how everybody's garden is doing. And it looks like that storm that's about to come here. I see a weird storm. It has like a massive like squall line on it. That's the one storm I see that's south of here, and that's coming right our way. Probably in a couple hours, it looks like. So yeah, stranger weather here. It's just been so rainy recently. Like, it's just been pouring rain, as a matter of fact, since like a long time ago, and it's just been raining all day. Like, we had like this random spike of rain that wasn't supposed to happen. Like, we were only supposed to get like 1/10 of an inch of rain today, and we've already gotten almost an inch. But it's done this multiple times before in the past, so I'm not that surprised. We've just gotten a wet summer. Specifically, last month was insanely wet. Like, we just kept getting storm after storm last month. So yeah. Yeah, it's been like really, really, really cold this summer. Like, yeah, there's just definitely been a couple like warm days here and there. Like, yeah, there was one day where it was about like 100 degrees for like a very short period of time. Like, it peaked and then it went right back down. And then after that, nothing. Absolutely nothing after that. Like, it's just been like rainy and cold all summer. Like, it started off with like really like cold and really like warm and moist and not so moist weather, and then it just got really, really cold and just wet. So it was last fall. Basically, like last fall, it was cold and wet after a really, really hot and long summer. So yeah, this summer's just been going by way too fast. I don't know what it is about summer, man. It just goes by way too fast. And other than that, man, I start school in like like 15 days or something like that. Like, it is just like going crazy. I don't know what it is, but like, yeah, it's just the summer's just been going away. Yeah, May and June was like really, really like, yeah, we had one really hot day in April. Like, it was 96 degrees that one day in April. Actually, 2 days in a row. It was like, you felt like it was the first week of summer break. It was not like, it was rather like the first week of summer break, not like the first like couple days of April break. And then it got cold after that. Like, we're talking really cold. Yeah. I'm up here in 6A. I think I can grow melons if I try, but we couldn't grow them this year. Hopefully next year is a better summer. But if it's like really, really cold and wet, I mean, cold is hot and like really dry like last summer, then I'm going to have to artificially water them. And I use a secondary well to water the garden. And yeah, it's only 13 feet deep, so it can't hold that much water in it. So if it's like holding very little water in there, then there's a really, really, really good chance that it just dries up like it nearly did last summer. But as I recently checked it, it is right up at floor level, which is 13 feet. There's another foot incline to 14 feet. But if it goes up that high, then it's going to be a really, really big deal. So yeah, I'm hoping it's not going to go that high. I don't want that much rain. It almost went that high back a couple summers ago, but like, not this summer. Hopefully not this summer, at least. So yeah. So yeah, we use 2 wells to water the garden because, yeah, it's easier that way to well water from another well than the first well. The first well is the main well. I think it was installed in like 1980 something. the second well is a well since this house is like from like 1828 or something like that. It's older, so they use these old-fashioned wells. It's like one of those wells where you like attach like a bucket to it, and you can go down, like move it down, and grab the water, and it'll move back up, sort of like that. It's like sort of like that type of well, like from all those like animated films from like the 90s, those types of wells. And it's not as deep as a lot of people expect wells to be. It's only like, I think, 13 or 14 feet. I don't remember what it actually was. So how's the harvest been going for everybody? That's a big thing. How has the harvest been treating everybody recently? The harvest has been treating me nicely, only for tomatoes. Everything else, cucumbers like that, dying. But other than the cucumbers, there's a lot of things that aren't dying, which is really fortunate. But I'll tell you one quick little thing about the cucumbers, is that they are just not doing the greatest right now. I mean, we planted them like back in March, so that's probably a main reason why. And also the peppers are like, yeah, they're sort of dying too. They're barely hanging in there. They're barely producing anything, so yeah. I don't think anything's going to come out of them. Well, the viewership just dropped off so hard. Like, yeah, I really need those 4,000 hours, man. Like, my computer is starting to fail me right now. Like, words cannot describe how bad my computer is currently starting to fail me. Like, it overheated once yesterday, and it corrupted a couple things, but that was really it. And I lost a lot of work. Yeah, weekly harvest. I've been doing daily tomato harvest, man. Like, they're just coming in daily over here. Lots of cucumbers and tomatoes. Yeah, mostly here, we're not getting any tomatoes. Cucumbers. We're getting so many tomatoes. Yesterday, a couple days ago, we got that really tiny. I don't know if you saw those two shorts I put out. I talked about how one Roma tomato was like, I think it was 7/8 of an inch or 8/9 of an inch or something like that. It was really tiny. I wouldn't really call it the world's smallest tomato. It's not that small. I used it for like a quick little way to get views. But yeah, it's really tiny, little tomato, Those things are about like the size of my fingertips, so it's really tiny. And keep in mind, I don't have big hands. So yeah, those things were really tiny. And I will say that those tomatoes, the Roma tomatoes, are hit and miss. I don't think I've gotten that small of a Roma tomato, though. I think the smallest Roma tomato we've ever gotten here is maybe 3 inches. Typically, they're like 3 to 6 inches. So yeah, I think that's a little bit too short for them, Yeah. Oh, the flea beetles, they're attacking my eggplants and my zucchini. They are just relentless. They never give up, no matter how hard you try to get rid of them. They're not like those beetles they're not like the potato beetles, which like all you have to do is collect them as early as possible, like we did a couple summers ago, and kill them right there on the spot. It's not like that. You have to like constantly be going out there and constantly be like, there's not really much you can do about that, unfortunately. The flea beetles are really tiny. They're attacking them. We have a couple eggplants here as well. They're like not doing a lot. Yeah, the peppers are tiny here. Like, they're really, really tiny peppers. They're not as big as you'd expect them to be. Like, they're like only at most like 18 inches tall. Oh, the squash is under attack by the vine borer. Oh, those things suck. I hate those things. We had them 1 year here. We got rid of them so quickly, but words cannot describe how much I hate those things. Yeah, they're just so annoying, and they're really noticeable. I've seen them a couple times recently, but not like that many times. And the flea beetles jump, so yeah, that's really annoying. I've seen them before. I've killed them, but they're tiny. Like, they're just too tiny. But I think there are some ways that you can get rid of them, but they're very tiny. And I don't like using pesticides. If you know me, I hate pesticides. I don't really like using them unless I really have to. So yeah. Anyways, I will say the wind is gusting out there, and I don't think the garden's liking that too much, especially the broccoli. Fortunately, the broccoli is no longer alive. I'm either going to start another harvest for the fall, but by the way people are predicting how this winter's going to go, I wouldn't be that surprised if it snows in October, and if it does, I'm going to be so mad, because I'd love to get harvests in October, but if it snows in October, I'm going to be so annoyed. Like, yeah, snow's cool and all, but could you at least wait until November or even December for that matter? I mean, once it hits December, I'm like, give me all the snow you want. I don't care. Like, give me 3 feet. I don't care. But if it's like October, I'm saying get out of here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to install like a heating system on my lawn to melt all that snow if that's what it's going to do. And the frost kills even more. Like, yeah. And the sprays are like, they affect taste in some plants. And also, quick little harvest thing. We're doing the corn harvest soon. A couple of them are tasseling, like I saw in like you might have saw in my latest garden tour. A couple of them are tasseling. Others aren't tasseling. I will say that. But we have definitely gotten a couple more that have tasseled in recent days. But they're not like those 4.5, 5 foot tall corn plants that you typically see in like corn mazes. They're like 3 feet tall at the most, with the tassel maybe like 39 to 40 inches. But they're not tall corn plants, unfortunately. So yeah, the corn plants they're doing good. There's more than last year, because last year there wasn't enough water up there, because we don't have a watering system up there in the upper fields. So we didn't do pumpkins this year, but we did gourds. The what's it called? It's the zucchini are flowering. The gourds probably won't flower for at least another like 2 or 3 weeks. But once they do start flowering, they're gonna go out of control. And I'm hoping we get a harvest maybe by the end of September. I need to look up when our first frost date is, so that way I know when first frost date. Typically, like the first frost date is like in early October. So yeah, hopefully it's not that early. Like that would be really annoying. Like just let me enjoy the garden. Like seriously, it's not that hard to let me enjoy the garden. So yeah. The frost date here, the first frost date is October 1st. That's going to suck if it does that. October 23rd, y'all are lucky. The last spring frost is May 14th. I don't think that's happened for a while. I think the last time we got a May frost was a while ago. All right, cool. The day after your birthday. I remember that you did like a birthday live stream, and I hopped up there for like a minute or so. So yeah, that's at least what I remember. I don't recall it that well since it was almost a year ago at that point, but I do remember hopping up on that one live. And yeah, I've also noticed your videos have also been doing really good recently. Like I've noticed that a lot as well. I just want to congratulate on that. All right, I just got a response from the potential co-host here on a comment, and I just want to give a quick little update. He's doing the 4th installment to his little home hunting series, so yeah, I just want to announce that really quickly. I just saw that. I just figured I'd share that because it's really cool. I like the series. And also, I'm going to be starting a couple series as well, where we talk about the chickens, mainly. And also my ducks. If we had them, I'd obviously start the series up. But I don't have any ducks, so I'm just sharing out my old duck videos for maybe potential support. Like, yeah, in the last 24 hours, we've done pretty well on the on the duck video somehow. I don't know what's going on with that thing. Like, that thing actually decided to, like, randomly get some views. It was pretty cool. So, yeah. I don't know what else to do, honestly. Yeah, 14 views in the last 48 hours completely out of, like, random. Like, that was weird. So, yeah. I am, like, running out of things to talk about right now, bro. It's like, yeah. If he's not going to pop up on the panel, I'm just going to put the invite link in the chat so that way anybody can come up. This is just going to be open panel. I guess. I don't know. Or something like that. Or possibly something like that. So there it is. If anybody... I mean, this might just... If there's a co-host, I'm going to delete this message. But if there isn't, then I'm going to have like 30 people in here. But the most I think the most I can have up here is like 5 or 6. I don't remember that well. So, yeah. Well, it looks like... And if you guys didn't see, I made a poll like 7 hours ago talking about like which like I'm gonna like do a compilation, and 57% of you guys said under 60 minutes, and then the other guys said 180 to 220 minutes, which well looks like you're gonna be getting your wish because that video is gonna be at least 3 hours long. Yeah, I think I can have 6. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, just a quick update. That video is gonna be at least 3 hours long. I hope you guys can sit through. I'm gonna make it a premiere so that way it's sort of like a live stream. But it's going to be like a countdown as to like my favorite videos on the channel. And it's not real. It's like a little bit over halfway done at this point. So we're getting there. So I can have 6 guests up here at the most, I think. I think the most I've had up here is 2. So 3 people up on the panel is the most I've ever had up here. Which isn't a lot, but I've seen other channels do a lot more though. So yeah. I'm like... I don't know about you, but like if I'm doing a live by myself, I oftentimes run out of things to talk about. Like absolutely no reason. I don't know what it is. Alright. And also because I'm doing live. I just figured I'd show you what the video's looking like currently. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you what it looks like really quickly. Yeah, this is not a short video. This is not at all a short video, man. I just figured I'd give you this quick little update, and also a couple like older videos you might have never seen are gonna pop up in here as well. So be ready, everybody. This is gonna be a weird video. Just figured I'd give you that. Anyways, yeah, if anybody wants their channel link to be dropped, you can type 92 in the chat and it'll automatically drop it. I already did that demonstration earlier and I don't feel like doing it again. So that way, if like people come in, they don't see me as a beggar looking for people to go to my channel. It's just going to be there as a demonstration, even though it was there as a demonstration. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah, how's the day going for everybody? How was your day going? I don't know. I don't really know what to do. But yeah, I'll give you one thing. If you guys are having trouble liking my videos, I was about to go repost that that old post, that my most liked post where it talks about, oh, I'm so sorry that you guys can't like my videos right now. It's doing that again, but I don't feel like reposting that for fairly obvious reasons. So yeah, if you notice that your likes are just being retracted, it is not me removing the likes. I can't do that. I only edit videos on my iPhone. I edit mine on like my computer because my phone is just like, yeah, I could definitely film on my phone. It's just that like I only film on my phone if I really need to. Most of my shorts are edited on either my PC or my phone. I'd say a lot of my recent shorts have been edited on my phone, but I like uploading through PC since that's typically the one that gets, I don't know what it is about uploading through PC. Typically it doesn't get as much views as it does on phone, but then it has like that second blow up, which is really cool. So I typically like editing on my, you use your phone for everything. I use my phone for not a lot. I'll be on like YouTube at night on my phone, but that's really all I do with it. And I also will occasionally text, but that's like the most I'll ever use my phone. So I don't use it for a lot. I just use it for a couple of small things here and there. Just nothing too crazy or anything like that. So yeah. Alright. Yeah, I enjoy editing as well. Like, I'll say editing is it's the most tedious process, but it's one of the more enjoyable processes. Like, yeah, it takes a lot of work to edit those videos that I sometimes produce. And it is really, 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 really annoying when they get like 25 views. And I'll say one thing. The video that annoyed me to no end was the time when I spent 91 hours editing that one documentary and it got like 100 something views. It's definitely a lot of work trying to edit those videos. Like, you have to like set, like, I like setting standards for what I want to accomplish with a video. Sometimes I set otherworldly standards for my videos that I know I can't do, and other times I don't. Most of the time I set decent standards for what I want to accomplish with a video, but it takes a lot of work to put these videos into contrast. So yeah, this 5-minute video I made, you can raise chickens in 5 minutes with 140 views and 13 likes, took the longest out of any of my videos to edit. And on top of that, it is like a complete documentary. It's just crazy how long that took to edit. Yeah. Yeah, telling the story is definitely something I enjoy doing. Although I do a lot of tutorials, I still enjoy telling stories inside of the tutorials. Like, I told a lot of stories in my latest How to Raise Chickens the Right Way, and you might have saw that one part around like 4 minutes in where I did that little skit. That was definitely my best part of the video. Like, that's definitely my favorite part, was when I did that cute little skit right in the middle of it. But for one weird reason or another, all the lakes got absolutely wiped off the face of the earth for like no reason. Yeah. When I first started, it would take me 4 to 5 hours to edit. Yeah. When I started learning this video editing software, it took me 2 days to edit that stream highlights video. But then once I got the hang of it, I'm starting to edit a bit quicker on my new editing software. Like, a lot of my videos take under an hour to make nowadays. Mainly it's through sorting out the clips and making sure they're in the correct order and rewatching it multiple times to make sure the audio quality is decent. That's what I spend most of my time on. Unless, of course, it's a stream highlights video, or it's one of the, or it's some of the other videos where I focus a lot on, like, the background sometimes. And also, like, I think my best recent video I've made is either my stream highlights or my day 1 versus day 1,000 video. And also my $3 versus $3,000 chicken. That was probably one of my more favorites. So yeah, it is a little bit, I will say it's at least somewhat annoying when they don't get the performance you expect. I am pretty sure I've been soft blocked from the algorithm or something like that. Like, yeah, I have noticed that recently the videos definitely got an uptick in more views. Like, yeah, they've gone from getting like 15 to 20 views to like getting 30 to 50 views all of a sudden, which is cool and all, but it's a little bit annoying when it doesn't get what you want sometimes. So yeah. Yeah. Voiceovers are really annoying. That's one thing. So yeah, if you are doing voiceovers, I highly recommend like script writing a little bit. I typically do script writing if I do voiceovers. Like a lot of my voiceover videos are scripted. Yeah, and especially when like the audio quality comes in, or like when you're out of the area, like I am right now demonstrating that, it's so annoying, and you have to turn up the volume, and my microphone's weird. I worked so hard on some of those videos, man, and some of them just like don't get views, and some of them I could spend like as a matter of fact, I could spend like 5 minutes working on a video, and that would be the one to hit the algorithm. I don't know what it is. I just don't know how to answer that question. Like I could be spending at most 5 minutes on a video, and then that'd be the one to break the 1,000 view mark. But then the next video I spent like 95 hours working on it, and that'd be the one to break the 20 view mark. It's so annoying. I don't know what it is. It's just words cannot describe how annoying that is. What's going on? Radio Jonesy Tasmania. I almost absolutely butchered that name. I don't know what it was. So yeah. Alright. Well, I smell dinner being made right now. That's one thing. I don't know what it is. I feel like I felt like I smelled eggs for a second, which is something. I try not to do many voiceovers sometimes, especially if I have neighbors. Yeah. I record in my room, so I can scream into the microphone all I want and no one will care because they know I'm recording a voiceover. But if I'm doing it outside, since the houses are so spaced apart, I can also be as loud as I want out there. As a matter of fact, I might sound like I'm coming through quiet, but I'm actually talking loudly right now. Like, you could probably hear me from the other end of the house, like, really clearly. It's really, absolutely horribly. Like, absolutely horribly. I'll say one thing about getting watch hours. If you want a video to hit the recommended, you have to make sure people watch for long enough and click on the end screen if you have one. Absolutely, it's just so bad. Like, I get like 1 to 3 watch hours per video, and then like last year, I'm still suffering from that bout. And now we're back down to 1.2 thousand hours. Let's go, man. We're losing them now. We were up at 1.8K. Now we're losing them, bro. Take a look at that. We're losing them now. It's so crazy, man. 1,244. It's crazy. So, yeah, it's just going real bad. But there are ways you can support, like watching to the end and also clicking on the end screen. So, yeah, just a quick little reminder. My watch hours are going terribly, and at the rate we're going, they're never going to be finished. Unless, of course, I do like a 12-hour stream and then another 12-hour stream. Don't be that surprised if I randomly do a 12-hour stream. Like I just say, I'm going to do like a 60-minute stream today. But I need a lot, and I mean a lot of help doing that stream. I have to take multiple breaks and like editing breaks and getting footage breaks and other people. I'd have to make sure other people would have to come into that. But I'm probably going to hopefully do that before the end of the summer. I just need a lot of help doing that. So if anybody wants to hop on for like 2-hour increments, I do one 12-hour stream, then another 12-hour stream. The other one would go for the rest of the overnight. The first one would start at like, I don't know, when I wake up, maybe 12 p.m. Maybe an hour after I wake up, it's like 1 p.m. maybe. And then that first stream would go for 12 hours until about like midnight or 1 a.m. And then I'd end it because they won't allow you to show recordings of things that are over 12 hours. And then I create it again. What's going on? Adventures with Outdoor Eagle. So I'd start up the next stream as quickly as possible, get the people on their schedule for those increments, take 2-hour quick naps, open up my phone, and then put on the new person that needs to go back to bed, and then wake up the next day. Probably get absolutely terrible sleep, and then probably even pull an all-nighter for that one That would be the first all-nighter I think I'd ever pull. What's going on? Big Feathers Farm, you're doing great, actually. As a matter of fact, I just saw your second short. I think it's about to reach 1 million views before the end of the week. I'm pretty sure that short's about to reach 1 million. It's at 743,000 right now. It's your one about the mice. Now, like that one it was like stagnant for a while, and then it just absolutely like exploded recently. Like it's getting 2,000 to 3,000, I think, per hour or something like that. So yeah, what's going on, Outdoor Eagle? It is. So yeah, watch hours are doing I just want to say abhorrently, but that has absolutely nothing to do with horribly. So I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it's going like trash. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, these streams are here to help with that. There's no way I've been doing this for half an hour. There is no way. All right, I'm sorry. But yeah, if anybody wants their channel link dropped, you just have to type 92 in the chat. It's getting 2,500 an hour. Wow, that's crazy. I think that's the amount of views my videos die at if I get lucky. And you're getting that every hour in that one video. That's shocking. So yeah. So here's a quick thing. If you guys want your channel link dropped, type 92. It says it right here. I finally got that thing working. And also, if you type !weather followed by any zip code or city name, you can get the weather. Also, !chicken shows my list of chicken names in the pet flock. So it gives you everything you need. I already demonstrated how all those commands work. And please don't type chicken67 in the chat, because that will send a broken link. As a matter of fact, I'll just send a broken link. So yeah. If you type chicken67, it'll give you a broken link, and I'd have to show you how to type 92 in the chat or something like that. I don't know. That's what's going to have to happen. I think it's !chickens combined. Here, I'm going to show you. You like type like an ! and then chickens. Like right. So 92 right there. You see that? 92 will drop the link. See? And saying !chickens combined. No space between the ! and the chicken, but I might probably add that as sort of like I'm gonna add that really quickly as a command. ! chicken with a space, and then I'm gonna like, oh, there we go. I got that working. I'm just gonna type that so that way like it shows you like the entire list of chicken names in the flock. So yeah, now I'm gonna see if typing in ! like that, like ! and then followed by chicken will now work, or if the space broke the command, just like chicken67. No, chicken67 wasn't broken by space. It was broken because I did the absolute dumbest thing ever. So yeah, it works just like that. It does take a little bit of setting up though, and there's a lot of tutorials. I might drop a tutorial on another channel. I don't really know. So it looks like the space broke it. I don't know. Or Nightbot is sleeping on the job. And also, I raise the amount of emojis you can type in the chat as well, because I remember you guys typed like an emoji sometimes, and then like yeah. So I set the timeout from 600 seconds to 33 seconds, and the limit for caps is 38, and the limit for emojis is 12. So now it's more. All right, I'll be right back. All right, cool. So now if you're like typing in like emojis, try not to put more than 12, because Nightbot will be a little bit annoying. It'll be a little bit bratty, you know. That's what it's gonna do. So yeah, just be aware of that. So yeah, I see that you reach your 4,000 hours, or I think you might have reached your 3K hours, something like that, radio. Because like, I'll say one thing. You have the join button, and from what I heard recently is that like they lowered like some of the requirements for like 3,000 watch hours and like that. And I know that Big Feathers Farm got into it because I've seen like super thanks and like some things on some of his videos. But I don't know if I know he reached 10 million shorts views for a fact, because he has like over 10 million views on his channel. I think a lot of them come from shorts, considering he has a short with like 8 million views. And he gets plenty of views every short. He has multiple shorts with like 300 in the hundreds of thousands. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'd recommend checking him out. I think he's a little bit older than me. I think he's like 2 years older than me or something like that. I'd recommend checking him out to get your 4,000 hours. I don't think I've seen anybody with like under 1,000 subscribers, like the join button and like the super chat or something like that. For me, that would be a cool thing if I like was actually able to post videos while I was uploading shorts. Unfortunately, I did that mistake, and there's no way I can possibly correct it, unfortunately. So, yeah. So unfortunately, there is no way I can correct that. So I'm going to have to keep on trying. And if I don't, I'm going to have to reach out to support or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. You need them really badly. So you're in the ads, so that means you definitely reach your 10 million shorts views. So chicken short ideas, I don't have any on my mind right now, but I'll definitely give you a list in a community post later, because I definitely know of a couple of good ideas. But like, yeah, there's definitely a couple. Yeah, you're 16. That's like only a year older than me, so that's pretty cool. That's only a year older than me. Wow. So yeah, there are tons of things that are going on in the community right now. And yeah, there's a lot of cool things that are going on right now in the garden, with the chickens, and I just want to quickly announce, yeah, long lives do help a lot. According to Old Man King Home Study, he's able to get like 100 hours per live sometimes. I think the most amount of watch hours I've ever gotten off a live is like 12 or 13 maybe. And that was off my live trivia tournament that was 2 hours long, because somebody shared it out and that video got like 29 people to come onto it for a short period of time. I've had a couple of my streams get over 70, 80 views, but that's only sometimes. Most of the times most of the time they peak at like 40, 50 views. But you know, they definitely will hopefully help. And yeah, networking with other channels does help. Unfortunately, I can't really network with anybody. Right now, at least. I'm trying to. I'm actively trying to, but I can't. For some reason. So yeah, we have currently got, I'm just going to go to the analytics of the stream. We've literally gotten, that's cool. Alright, thanks man. So yeah, we've got 9 views on this short, and the average view duration is 9:30. So if we got 9 views and we take 9 minutes 30 seconds, so like that's like what, like something like that. 9, it's like 10 minutes, and we take that and we multiply that by like 9. So we get like 9. So we get like an hour of watch time in this long live, hopefully. That's what I'm trying, at least. I'm trying out here in this game, man, but I'm failing, you know, that's what's gonna always do. And I'm gonna keep trying, and I'm probably gonna keep failing. But at least my garden is gonna fail. Now that I said that, it probably will, but hopefully it won't. If it does, I'm gonna be insanely mad, because yeah, I just like jinxed it. But the garden isn't my main concern right now. Right now, it's keeping the chickens safe. That's the big concern. It's keeping the chickens safe. If it isn't safe, if the chickens aren't safe, then there's going to be some issues. We keep them in a run, but unfortunately, the run is in too weird of a shape to put mesh above it. We tried once, and that failed so hard. Like, it just failed miserably. You don't want to know how miserably that thing failed. So, yeah, putting up the mesh is really annoying, but yeah, that's it. Just putting up the mesh is so annoying. Like, yeah, don't recommend putting up mesh above your chicken yard, but I do typically, like, I have seen some people, however, I have seen some people do this weird thing where, like, they have, like, these weird tunnels where, like, what they'll do is, like, their chickens will be, like, in them, and, like, it would, like, alternate every day or something like that, and, yeah. So you'll run my channel for the week at home. Alright, cool. That'll definitely help at least a little bit. But the one thing I need people to do, I keep forgetting to ask people to do this, because I absolutely pity self-promotion for absolutely no reason. I don't know what it is about self-promotion, but self-promotion, I just hate it for no reason. I keep forgetting to tell people to please click on an end screen. If you get bored during part of the video, skip to the end. Unless it's a live, there's a really, 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 really high chance that there's an end screen there. I want you to click on that. So the end screen element rate end screen click-through rate goes up, and for some reason my videos do the best when they have like over 2 or 3%. However, most of my videos will get like 0%. I think the last time I've had an end screen click-through rate above 0.3% is, I think it was the If Chickens Could Talk video, or the 3 shocking reasons your chickens aren't laying eggs. Those were the 2. Those were it. So yeah, welcome into the chat, everybody. If anybody wants to hop up on, because as it turns out, it looks like the co-host won't be able to join. So if anybody is going up to talk about gardening or something, there you go. Gardening topics tonight. don't worry. Next week, I keep forgetting to do this, but the chicken chat hopefully will start up next week. But there will probably also be. I'm gonna really quickly change the thumbnail of the stream really quickly, while So yeah, it's an open panel tonight. It looks like I have the sounds turned on, and hopefully I can hear when somebody pops up into the. So I'm just really quickly changing this up really quickly. So there we go. Now it's all changed up. Don't worry, I got it all changed up. It took me a little bit to figure out how to do that for a second. I was like, oh, what did I do? And then I realized I didn't mess that up at all. I'm just being stupid because, I am. I'm just like that, man. I am pretty stupid. I'm like around my age, you'd expect me to be running up a gaming channel, but no, I'm running up a channel about chickens. And I do definitely get made fun of that, for that, a lot. It's crazy. Talking about chickens, man, that's how to get made fun of somehow. I don't know. People think that chickens suck. They don't. Chickens are actually more entertaining than you might imagine. I don't know. I'm just changing the title as well. So that way it's better for you. Alright, so. Alright, goodbye, OCD's chick. Alright, help me 4,000. Is there anything? Yeah, as I said, the end screen click-through rate is something. Oh my gosh, if it does that one more time, I'm going to just punch a freaking hole through my monitor. Like, sometimes when I'm saving my videos, yeah. What's going on? Radio Jonesy.
Oh, I got the camera on the wrong end. But, I'm at work here. They're doing some forestry work.
Yeah, cool.
But, see if I can swap the camera around. Settings. I smashed my phone the other day. I dropped it and I got run over.
Oh.
So got this new camera. A new phone. I mean, an old phone that I'm using.
Yeah. The other day, I dropped my phone on the ground and it, shattered its screen, but it's okay. It still works. It just cuts my fingers sometimes if I place my fingers incorrectly on it.
Okay. I got it.
Fortunately, it wasn't that expensive of a phone, so I can probably get it replaced or repaired or something like that. But yeah, it is really annoying when the phone breaks.
I got basically run over. So the only thing I could save was a SIM card. But,
yeah. One of my older phones got hit by an entire bus going down the road, and that definitely ended poorly. Yeah, I dropped it out of my hands onto the concrete, which already shattered the screen, and then a massive bus for the first time ever going up my road smashes that thing to pieces, and yeah, it didn't survive. I did find the SIM card later, but it was really badly damaged, so I don't think I could get any footage off that old phone, unfortunately.
Man, how do you go in debate? You in the debate club? Man, you talk and you talk and you talk. You go good in radio.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy talking a lot.
Oh, that's the best part about your personality. You start a subject and it rolls and it rolls and it turns left and it turns right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I discovered you on MT Homestead, so
yeah.
Maybe you need to drop back into his one again. And I remember you used to be a young bloke going on there saying, I do the shorts and my subs jumped, whatever, hundreds.
Yeah, they jumped really high during that one burst back in November. They jumped we were getting a couple hundred views a short. For some reason, for some weird reason, I don't know if other channels have had this issue before, but before July of last year, my shorts wouldn't ever get any views. I would post them on another channel to prove that they would get views on another channel. And guess what? Magically, it gets 2K views on the other channel. But on this channel, it refuses to get any more than 100 views. And mainly, that's from my subscribers. But then there's this one weird tomato short I posted. That got 100 views. And those were from shorts feed and on. So I was cool. And then I got a short up to 1,000 views. Then I got my first short to actually explode up to 6,000 views. Then I got a short up to 14,000 views. And unfortunately, I got so addicted to posting those things 5 times a day because they would get views. And I was yeah, that's cool. Unfortunately, I got a little bit too addicted to those. So I forgot to post long videos. And unfortunately, that caused a pretty big issue because I didn't have any long videos. And that practically killed my entire channel. So now my long videos don't get any more views and pass the subscribers unless like something good happens.
Like your channel name's just the chicken, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you consider, or would it help if you changed the chicken homestead
It's
and you just,
possible.
yeah, because then that community is a community that people search homesteading channels, but
Mm.
if you sorry, if you sort of just, because all your stuff's around the property, like your
Yeah.
content, maybe the chicken homestead, you just do a name change and see on your long videos if that makes a difference, maybe, as
Yeah.
an
I'm,
idea.
I'm right now typing up a poll right now asking if I should change my name to the Chicken's Homestead.
Well, you're like, how big's the land you're on? You're on a few acres.
We're on like I think a little bit over 26. I think is what we're on.
Yes, that's
So
pretty. That's pretty cool. Like, you've all got the garden going on. You've got your chickens, which is obviously your passion. Um,
yeah, the chickens in the
you,
garden.
you, you've just got to sort of, I don't know, maybe branch. Because I changed my name from Radio Jonesy to Radio Jonesy Tasmania because people um, didn't realise I was from Tasmania, and then people just searched me out because my name had Tasmania in it. So that helped me a little bit. So that's why the name's a bit funny. You see Radio Jonesy and then you see Tasmania and you think that's unusual, but it seemed to help me.
Yeah, I've definitely seen some people change their channel names, and like it definitely helped them a little bit at least.
Well,
And I've definitely seen some people like this definitely helps some channels. I don't really know how big it would impact this channel, but I know if I add Homestead to the end of it, like yeah, that
I
might
think
help with that at least a little bit.
I think it's a winner
You know,
because you
yeah,
are on a homestead, really.
yeah,
You might be on the power, but
yeah,
you're not saying you're not. You're just out there doing your
yeah. Like
your stuff.
obviously I don't own this property. What's going on? Tiny
No,
Farm Nuggets.
you don't have
What's
to.
going on? Hands in the dirt.
Yeah, Brett, Tiny Farm Nuggets.
Hmm.
G'day, g'day.
Yeah, you'll never change your name. Yeah, I don't remember when you guys were called. I don't remember what that name was. I feel like it should be like Bud Nuggets Homestead or something like that. Yeah, it was that. I remember when you guys were. I don't remember. I think I subscribed to you when you started calling yourself Tiny Farm Nuggets. At least that's what I remember. But I remember you guys had that name a little while ago because it still says it in your channel
Farm
banner.
Nuggets. He's a cool dude, mate. Brett.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Funny, and cool. Gotta
Yeah.
love him.
When he's in
But
like
yeah, mate,
Homestead,
you're a
like
young bloke. You're a young bloke. You got this opportunity with this to make a few dollars. Yeah, a lot of people whinge and whine that they get pennies for their videos, but other people are surviving on, yeah, and it's all about growth. It's about an outlet for your creativity. Like,
yeah,
like my thing is to show the local scenery where I live. Like, some people will never get to Tasmania, so I show the beaches and
yeah,
the waterfalls and the mountains, that sort of thing.
yeah. I'll probably be able. My dream is to go down to Australia one day because like there's a lot of cool places down there. I'd probably be sure to stop by Tasmania as well because I wanted to go down there for like the longest time, but like
Oh yeah,
I haven't been able to, like we haven't been able to work up like to go like out of the country. Like yeah, we're going up to Alaska in like mid-September, and
that'll
you
be
went down
cool.
to South Carolina last month, back in June. What's going on, Casings 55? I'm sorry I missed your message. It was like drowned out there for a second. I was like, ew, what? And then when I saw the hands in the dirt message, I was like, yo, what's going on? Casings 55. Yeah, sometimes it gets like hidden over here for like a couple seconds. I don't know what that is. It's weird. I don't know if anybody else has that issue or if it's just me.
Well, I used to do lives maybe 2 or 3 times a week to push my hours, and I used to do it for I was on a 12-month schedule. Like, I really wanted to hit out the 1,000, 4,000 in 12 months. So
Yeah.
for an old bloke, it took me about 15 months. But yeah, when I was really pushing for the hours, the pop-ups here and the pop-ups there, and yeah,
Yeah.
the most people I ever get to come into my lives were 12 people, 7. But
Yeah, the most I
it,
can typically get on my live is like 6 to maybe 9 if I'm doing like a stream special, like a 1,000 special or something like that, or like a trivia
yeah,
night. Then I can get like 18 people in.
yeah, they're fun. But that's what you need to do. You just need to be consistent. Keep plugging away, putting out content videos. Like I'm now trying to do videos with my GoPro, which is really killing my computer because of the storage data, like
Yeah,
the 4K stuff. Just
yeah. I have a Hero 10 that records in 1080p, and it's still like I set it to record in 1080p. It's not on by default, but it's like so annoying because like my computer is just running down on storage space. Like I have 12 gigabytes free. I need to get, and plus my computer's just starting to fail me all of a sudden. I don't know what that is. Like my
hey,
computer
mate,
really.
you're not on your. Mine's doing the same thing. I tried to do a video last night, and it filmed half of it in, and then for some reason it couldn't. The other half of the video went black, so it's not reading the footage from the portable hard drive to the computer.
And I don't know
All
if
of a
you've
sudden,
also had this issue as I have with GoPros because I have a 10, but like I'll sometimes like charge it and then like I'll wake up the next day, it's still charged, and then I unplug it, plug in my phone because that probably needs to charge, and then and the second I wake up, I'll go out there and film a video, and I turn it on, and I try to turn it on, won't turn on. I do all these weird things to it to make sure it'll turn on, and then it finally turns on, and it says it's at 0% battery, even though it was 100% when I unplugged it. I don't know if
I've
you've
got
had that issue with GoPros before.
I've got 4 batteries for the GoPro. So I've got the original battery that come with the camera, and then I bought the block charger with 3 spots in it. That only costs about $60 or $40. I can't remember. It wasn't that expensive, and they're not the proper GoPro batteries, but they work just as good, if not better. And yeah, it's like the size of a baseball. You just take it everywhere, plug it into USB when you're driving your car, or if you're at home, you're not using it, and they're always charged.
Yeah. My
But
GoPro's battery life is only like 80 minutes or something like that. So like if one day I wake up and I decide to film like an 80-minute chicken video and it's at 100%, it's going to probably be dead by the end of that.
yeah,
So yeah,
I hear you.
my GoPro has like an 80-minute battery life. Fortunately my computer doesn't have battery life because it's plugged into a wall because it's a desktop. And
Yeah,
but the one thing about this computer is that it is starting to fail me. I don't know why, but like my computer it's really good specifications, really good motherboard, really good processor, really good all this other stuff. It overheated yesterday and it corrupted one game I enjoy playing to the point where it won't even open anymore. Like I play a couple PC games, but this
yep,
game just decides to not open. It also corrupted the video I was working on at the time, which I managed to recover a lot of the footage. I had to refilm a lot of it though, with my latest video talking about how to raise chickens the right way, and unfortunately it got all corrupted and stuff, and it also like corrupted another video that I had playing in the background. It absolutely annihilated all my Photoshop ripoff projects because I use like a Photoshop ripoff to make my thumbnails.
yep.
And it's like it's so annoying when like my computer's only overheated once before that, and it just randomly did that. I'm so worried one of these days my computer's just gonna catch on fire and I won't notice until it's starting to burn my feet. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know whether to buy this. Uh, I've got a I've got a family member who's got a really whiz bang gaming computer who says you can have my computer. I'm going to buy myself a new one. So her new one is, I don't know. I don't know what they game on, but she's just saying something on it's just a little bit slow, so she can't. It's just starting to give her grief, so she's going to buy a new one for about $5,000, like some stupid amount of money.
Yeah.
Would
Well,
you like this one that I paid, 3,500 for? And I said, I sure would love it. How much do you want? She, oh no, Uncle Steve, you can have it for your YouTube career. I'm going, yes. But it has been fun. The first month, I surprised myself and I've made $25 in the first month, and I haven't really tried. And this month now is I'm up to $7, and it's only like $1 a day sort of thing.
yeah.
So for someone who's not really trying, it does work. And if you look at my videos, I only get like 100 views here and 80 views. Maybe my older videos have got like 300 views, but it's not like I'm killing it, but having fun doing it.
Yeah. I have a lot of fun recording videos, but it's so like underwhelming with the amount of views I think. Like you get a lot more views than I do. Like my long videos get under 60 views on average, and I have like 2,000.
Just keep networking, my friend.
Yeah.
Just keep join other, like, change communities. Like I've been in the like the I was doing this for my family and friends just to show him. Like if I filmed a video today, I'd say, look at me, I'm on this forest road. They're taking out those trees up on the corner there, and I'm here today manning a traffic light which is there somewhere. Where is it? It's behind my car. Hang on, unplug it. Oh, can you? I've done something wrong. Am I still there?
You're frozen, but I can hear the audio.
That thing there is a traffic light, portable little baby traffic light.
Yeah, we don't have those over here.
Yeah, they're little portable ones. I've just got it there. School bus come through earlier. And then I communicate with the guys who have fell on the trees. Like, there goes another big one. Yeah, you say, I got a school bus. Can I get it? Am I allowed to send it? And they say, give me a minute. And it's really technical, but it's the only work I can find at the moment over here that doesn't really work me too hard as an old bloke. Yeah, I've been in radio all my life, and on the island down here, it's very hard to get on to. There's only a few stations. You really got to know somebody or sleep with the boss. I don't know.
Yeah, we're in also like a really weird spot where like stations barely come in. Like it's really weird. Like there's like no stations that come in over here as well.
Yeah, well, I get my radio kicks now. I sell little 1-hour shows to different stations around the world. So some people pay $25. Other people pay $10 for an hour. But I still do my radio. I'm never going to stop that.
Yeah.
Hence the name. Actually, stay there I'll be back.
Welcome back, Adventure with Outdoor Eagles. He didn't miss anything too significant. Don't worry. The biggest thing you missed is that like Radio Jonesy popped up.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's my hard hat. Radio.
Well, that's cool.
I always get a. People say, "What's that for?" I say, "Check out the YouTube channel." It's a cheap plug. But yeah. So, what got you into chickens in the first place?
So in 2020, I was 11, about to go on 12, and I was like, we were like, we need chickens. This is gonna be like we were planning on starting a pig farm. Like in the future, we're gonna do pigs and cattle, but we needed something to start off. We need a base, so we were like, chickens. We're gonna not start with like I'm eating pasta right now. That's what I'm eating right now.
Meat birds or eggs? What was the goal at the start?
Our first goal was eggs, and we were gonna do meat birds later on the line.
Yep.
So basically, we started off with some basic things. Like we started off getting 9 chickens, and these were going to be like sort of the experimental flock to determine if we're going to get more chickens in the future. And
Yeah.
I sort of became attached to them from about like day 20. Like for the first 20 days, I would occasionally go up there, greet the chickens, say, "Hey, what's up, chickies," and like maybe give them and like maybe replace their water or feed, and then I go out of there because he lived upstairs, and the upstairs here isn't finished. But there's one room that is finished, and that's where they slept. And they had a heat lamp and everything properly placed, fortunately, so it won't start a house fire. Because those things, if you don't know, massive fire risk if it touches pine shavings. So basically, yeah, we started raising chickens for obvious reasons. We needed eggs, and then we got them right around time, 2020. We all know what happened that year. I'm not going to say what happened because if
Yep.
I monetize in the future,
Yeah, the world went crazy. That's for sure.
yeah, the world went pretty crazy because of a certain little virus, certain little virus.
Yep.
And it got like real quickly, like So we wanted chickens, and we were going in with the knowledge that we're going to lose some of these chickens. We need to get used to it. The first chicken we lost, very upsetting, came out of absolutely nowhere. Second chicken we lost in the flock was Sprinkles, like 2 years later, and that came out of nowhere as well, but that was a disease. Third chicken we lost was this year, Chicken Burger. That came out of nowhere. That happened randomly, but I'd gotten used to it. So basically, we were like, like these chickens are really cool, so we're gonna keep them. We're gonna get more chickens in the future. So basically, we're basically gonna obviously keep these chickens as pets, and then we're gonna start a secondary flock, and we're gonna allow 3 chickens from the secondary flock into that flock in the future. And those would be Gray Cloud, Sprinkles, and Falcon. There's so much pollen in the air. Again, I don't know what it is here.
Yep.
Basically, we're gonna get more chickens. We got 40. One passed away on the first day, and then we got so we had 39. We introduced those in. We went down to like 30 something. Then we had the first fox attack, went down to 30, and then we had all those big hawk attacks. And then next along came the bobcat and fox attacks, and then the coyotes came around recently and kicked off literally almost every chicken there. Like if you're in that flock after that one attack that happened a couple weeks ago, if you think of any chicken, there is a 67% chance they are dead. So unfortunately, my rooster's odds were much higher because he was a rooster, and he didn't make it. Unfortunately, Waldo, I don't know if you heard about him. He's like sort of like the cool little rooster. He would chase people as a joke. He wasn't a serious rooster, but when danger was there, he was serious, and he would beat the crap out of anything that came near him. He's beat the crap out of hawks, and he's put up massive fights with foxes before, and he's definitely been a really good rooster, but this time he lost, and I think he died really early on in the battle with like 4 coyotes, so there wasn't much he could have been able to do about that. And the rest of the chickens were either hiding or out there, and there was nowhere they can run, unfortunately. It was very sad, but unfortunately, but we had learned to adapt to that. That happened on the 20th, first thing in the morning. 2 coyotes come in, try to kill my pet flock. Kills 3 chickens and my last duck. So I really want to. One of the main reasons why I want to get monetized right now is because I want to cover expenses for the next set of ducks we get, which will probably be like 2 Rowans, 1 Cayuga, and 2 Pekings. Is probably what I'm gonna do. I don't know if you know Pekings, those little white ducks. Rowans, those little. You might have seen mallards. They're the ones on the pond. Rowans look almost the same. Cayugas are those like speckled black and green ones. And then, Pekings are those like ducks like you think about when you think of ducks on a farm. Are those white ducks, Pekings. They're really big, but they're also really friendly as well. And those cute little ducks didn't make it through the coyote attacks and the fox attacks earlier this year, so we don't have any ducks as of right now, but we might be getting some, if I can, maybe in the spring. So that way they'll start laying by the fall.
So how do you plan better for keeping them safer?
We're going to make sure the fence can't be easily escaped through. The fence is what the real issue is. With the coyotes, they just knock down the fence. Or they try to jump over the fence and they landed on it, making it a little bit more painful, knocking it down and, coming in there to kill the chickens. Or we're going to probably make the fences taller. We're going to turn the pet flock into sort of a little free-range flock, but with a little bit of... because we're going to fence them in over a massive area. The fence is going to go down 2 feet and it's going to go up about 7 feet. So nothing can really jump that high. And also, we also keep this general rule of thumb in, if that a 3-year-old can open up a latch door, so can a raccoon. So we don't want raccoons. They hunt for sport, and they will wipe out like 3, 4 chickens at once and just leave them decapitated on the ground.
Yeah, we haven't got that problem here. There's no raccoons in Australia. We got possums, but
Yeah, possums will kill chickens, also for similar reasons.
yeah. Well, I get these little wallabies in my backyard. Like I live in the middle of a city, but we've got like a nice green belt where I live, and all these wallabies have lived there all their life. So they've been, that's all they know is to live in people's yards, and they just clean my garden out. They'll eat all your plants, your vegetables.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter what. Yeah,
that's the deer.
jump over. Yeah, they're like deer. These little cute little. They're called paddy melons, but that's their proper name. But they jump over like 6-foot fences, like these little. They look like a giant rabbit. Yeah, and they just see them take off and down they come, and then they just gorge themselves out on you. I had a whole heap of lettuce growing. I was trying to show everyone how good I was gardening this year, which is not real good. Yeah, they clean me out.
Yeah.
So I just.
Over here's the deer that do that. Like they hop over fences, but I'm typically able to scare them out, and I like bringing like an air horn with me so I can really scare them away for a couple of days. But then they come back when they get that again, so I have to keep repeating the process of blaring the air horn at them. So, yeah, and also another big thing is like predators in the woods sometimes, especially for like smaller people. Like if you're like a smaller person and you want to go out in the woods, I definitely recommend, especially over here in Northwest Connecticut, bring an air horn with you, because if something tries to attack you, you can get an air horn out and hopefully scare them away, because they don't like loud noises. They don't like being disturbed or anything.
Yep.
Most of the time.
Yeah. No. Well, the most thing, if I went walking in there, apart from this, that's pine plantation. But if I went walking in there, it's the middle of winter, but you'd still find the snakes would be the things to get you.
Yeah.
One snake bite in there, and you mightn't be able to get back to your car. It takes about 25 minutes for the snake bite to kill you.
Yeah, we have some copperheads and some rattlesnakes over here. I once saw a rattlesnake. I've seen a couple copperheads eating some of my chicken eggs. And we mainly have garter snakes, if you know what those things are. We also have pigeon snakes. Those are fine. Garter snakes are the most common. I've also seen a couple of milk snakes. I remember the first time seeing a milk snake, I freaked out because it looked like a copperhead, and those things are venomous. But milk snakes are the ones you keep as pets, so they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's going on, LP?
You need snakes to keep the mice down if you got chickens, I think.
Yeah. Most of the snakes are really cool, but like copperheads and rattlesnakes, yeah, they're pretty annoying, and they will, they'll also potentially, if like a copperhead bites you, you have to go to like the hospital. Same with like rattlesnakes. We have eastern diamondback rattlesnakes over here, so Western diamondbacks are so much worse, supposedly. Like I think we're over here, like northwest part of the state, so there's a lot of these like copperheads and other stuff. If you're on the other side of the state, then you're lucky. If you're in luck and you're on the other side of the state, closer to Rhode Island, you're in luck. There's like only garter snakes and milk snakes over there. If you're over here, you have to deal with snakes all the time, and it's the middle of summer over here, so it's just so hot.
Peak season, yeah. We're in a cool of winter. It's 5:11 or 7:11 Tuesday morning. So it's
still
probably it wouldn't have broke 45 Fahrenheit yet. It's just cool,
Yeah. In the winter, we're typically well below 0 Celsius over here. Like we're well below 0 Celsius for highs in the day sometimes, and since our elevation is higher, it's a little bit cooler over here. And we also get sometimes more snow. We always get the snow over here, because I know you've seen a lot of snow down there.
Yeah.
Like we get a lot of snow, especially in like March, when that's when like all like the remaining moisture comes in, and like just starts like getting us like nor'easters and bomb cyclones and all that sort of cool stuff that required. Especially in March when it's even worse, is like the snow's like really condensed and packed, so you have to shovel that, and it weighs really hard, and it can snap some people's shovels if it's that heavy.
Right.
And sometimes snow falls above freezing and sticks, and if it falls at a consistent enough rate, it can stick to the pavement too. I'm not looking forward to this winter because they're saying over here we're going to get in the heart of the winter. And if you know me, I'm fine with snow as long as it's nothing over like 18 inches. If it's over 18 inches, you're not gonna find me outside. Like maybe I'd make a content video. Like I don't know if you saw some of my snowstorm videos this summer. I mean this winter.
Yeah.
There were not a couple. There were only a couple of them because this winter was genuinely a disappointment. But this upcoming winter looks like it'll be something completely different because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, we're gonna be in the heart of like just this massive zone of just really cold weather," and yeah, it's not gonna be good. From, like
You
this
know what?
on.
They've told us this year on the TV, on the news, mainstream news, that we're in a heat wave. This is the warmest winter in our history. That's a lot of codswallop, man. We've been freezing. It's like we've got the fireplace going.
Mm.
I don't know where they get their information from, but man, it's yeah. I just open the door, mate. And you see the weather, and you go, "Yep, it's going to be." Well, down here, we're on an island, so it changes. It could change.
Mm.
I'm just watching a machine up here. He's doing the corner. They've probably got about 30 more pine trees to cut.
Mm.
He's throwing them around with this big machine. It's pretty cool to watch. But yeah, it's not a bad gig, eh? I've had no cars since I've been talking to you.
Mm.
So, but anyway, yeah, it's taking my attention is just seeing what this guy's up to. Had the radio down too. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not supposed to show work stuff online, even though no one would watch the chicken and know it's me working this job. It's instant.
Like I'm on the other side of the world.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I know. I just get a bit paranoid.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's. I'd think of if you're trying to if you're not growing as quick as you thought you might, maybe that little name change might help in a small way, and just slowly, maybe one or two of the people that like searching for homesteading channels will see this young bloke, and then homesteading with chickens, or
Yeah.
you even in your titles, instead of just saying I'm gardening today, it's gardening on the homestead with the chicken. You know what I mean? It's all about. It's all about. That's the sort of thing you just, and then a crazy thumbnail.
Yeah.
You might as well join that party like everyone else. I've never done a thumbnail. Oh, I won't say that. I hardly ever do thumbnails. I should, but I don't. I just
Yeah, like
find
designing my own thumbnails.
Yeah, I just name a video and get a photo. Like my last video is just the thumbnail was auto generated with me walking at the beach, and
Yeah.
I thought, yeah, that's good enough. People know it's me, but maybe I should put more effort into that.
Yeah, typically when I create thumbnails, what I do is like sometimes I'll take a shot from the video or use a stock image and like crop like my face and do like a portion of it, add some text that like connects to each other with like the luckiest guy font, and like add like a stroke to the outer edges of it, maybe add a gradient or two to it, maybe add some adjustments to the image. It's a pretty complicated process, but it takes me like 10 minutes once I'm used to it.
I went to a cinema or seminar, and it's for YouTubers over here. This guy, he's got like 500,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
500. Oh yeah, 500,000. 500,000 subscribers. So he's pretty big. He was discussing all his thumbnails have got yellow, orange, and red, right, in the wording, bright colors, yellow, orange, and red. If you want to put it like the back of it could be fluoro green, some stupid
Hmm.
colors that you would never think of using. He said it wins, it attracts people, it gets them in. So I did that on my music channel, and it probably worked for me. Hard to judge because I'm only a small channel there, but no, it's all interesting. I'm fascinated with the behind the scenes stuff, that goes on. Like YouTube, like right now, I'm a partner in their programming, so they tell me, and they email me quite regularly. I ask for emails, and they give me advice on my videos and my content. Like, I don't know if it's auto generated or someone sits there and watches it, which I doubt, but I get lots of feedback from YouTube on what I'm doing, and they want me to improve because everyone wins. Like I get more views, there's more ad revenue for everybody. Win, win, win. But, like I got an email that come in just while I've been talking to you, come up as an alert here. It's from YouTube saying something about my latest video. They give me some feedback. So
I don't know if you've had like demonetization yet on many of your videos.
have I had any? No, I put music. What do you mean, like after you put it up and then it gets taken down?
Like,
Or
just like no monetization's like enabled. Like, I definitely have a couple of
oh,
videos probably not up
yeah,
monetization enabled on.
yeah. I've got a few. They're usually involved with music, and because that's what I do. But I've now got a whole list of music that can't be recognized by YouTube because once music gets taken down from streaming platforms, that's how the algorithm catches it.
Hmm.
So, however that works in the algorithm, like if it's up there streaming,
Hmm.
that's how it catches the tunes. That's how they do it. So, if you've got a friend with an album and it's not on streaming, that music, like I've got all these mates who took their music off streaming and they just sell it direct to clients at venues.
Yeah.
And one guy said, "Put my song on and see if it gets pulled up." He said, "I've taken it down everywhere. It's nowhere to be streamed." So I put his first song up and it come through good, like no issues. So I put the whole album on different videos, and all come through good. And then this other band, I mentioned it to another band, and they said, if you want to link me in your video, I'm taking mine off as well, because streaming music is like worse than ad revenue from YouTube. You hardly get any money from for the millions of streams that you get. So they're better off selling a $25 CD at a venue. It's or a memory stick with WAV files or MP3 files. So in saying that, I've got a whole bunch of albums now from bands who want me to use their music, and it's working a treat. So that's how YouTube. Everyone panics. Music. There's music in that video. Don't play it. Don't share it. Don't do anything. We'll get taken down. Or all you get if you put a stream out now and we had a song in the background and it come up in your end of video, it comes up as the revenue is now you can't have the revenue because of this song or whatever. Do you want us to take the song out? They give you the option, and then you can either cut that section of video out or just you can take the sound out if you really want.
Yeah, that's what I do typically.
That's the smart thing to do.
Yeah, like there's like some like really like I used to play like this song all the time in one of my older videos, and like it all of a sudden got like copyrighted. And what I assume is that it's like now you have to like share revenue or something, but since I'm not monetized, it just gets auto copyright claimed. And I don't know if you've seen Old Man King Homestead Live, but he complains about Ben Sound a lot and how like they all of a sudden start charging like $190 for like a license. I used one of their songs, and whenever Bensound copyright claims me, I get so mad, bro. Like, I swear, like, you cannot be doing that. Like, you can't, like, say, oh, you just have to mention our thing in the description, and then you all of a sudden charge like $190 a month for a license or something like that. Like, that's overpriced music at its finest. Fortunately, I make my own copyright-free music. I sometimes play in my videos, or I get it from friends, typically.
Yep.
I have like one channel where I like make my own music and like post it, and like it's not copyrighted.
Well, that's
Um,
that's pretty good, mate. What do you play?
I
Or what
play
do you
like
do?
I like do like chilled out music with like maybe like some like house sometimes, and like mainly it's just chilled out music with like beats and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I spend a little bit of time working on. I do have two ambient sounds there.
yeah, computerized music. So you don't play a guitar or a piano or
I'm working on trying to learn how to play guitar, and I used to know how to play piano, but like my piano has been broken for so long, so I haven't been able to play it. And
yep.
like yeah, I've definitely been working on some music though. I'm like making computer music. I'll show you the channel really quickly. Just a second. Um,
Music,
this is
music's
the
great,
channel.
man.
Yeah,
Yep.
I typically like title them something like I like relating things to like the track title unless it's 623. Then that's just the day I finished it on, and I couldn't find out a good name for it. And then
Yep.
there is I do have a couple tutorials up on the channel teaching you how to make music. And I do have some other videos on the channel, but that's really all there is to it. I just make this music, and you can see there's no copyright on it as well. And I don't release these things to any public domain, so they're not going to get anyone taken down unless like there's like a serious issue where people are reposting it. Then I might copyright the sound, and I bet you people would still be really annoyed if that happened.
Yeah. Well, there is a scam going on too with music, um, where someone will claim to YouTube that you've just say someone hears your tune, and they'll go, I've that's my tune. I own the rights to that. Blah blah blah. And YouTube automatically will not strike it down, but will put a you have to prove it's your music. Like it's a bit of a dilemma. You got to. It just takes a few emails
Yeah,
to get it back. But the best thing you can do whenever that happens is you ask the person to send me your sheet music to prove it's yours, and then they've either got to rewrite it and try to copy your tones or your music into sheet music. They usually just give up and they go nut because what these Russians or what these people are doing
yeah,
are trying to get as many videos on their books as they can for their own um, monetization.
yeah,
But that's a bit of a scam going on that a few of my friends have been involved in.
yeah. Somebody once copyright claimed like my own voice on one of my videos, but like I disputed that thing like so quickly, just laughing, and I was like, "Wow, this person really thinks they can claim my own voice for like some like random track or something like that." I don't remember exactly what this was because this was like back in like May, but it was on one of my it was on my How to Tell the Chickens a Hen from a Rooster video. I don't know if you saw that one, but like it was so funny. Like somebody claimed my own voice. Like fortunately, I
Right.
managed to get it disputed, but like it was so annoying. I was like,
Yeah.
and I don't remember exactly who claimed it from what, but it was weird. And also, if you watch my severe thunderstorm video from where the tornado warning was issued, no, there's a part where the audio quality drops. That right there is Ben sound to blame.
All right.
All right, all right. See you later, LP.
They 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, probably 30 odd more trees to cut down. They got that machine that just the pole big machine, the excavator comes in and strips the leaves, strips the branches, and then like cuts the bottom while it's already hanging, and then the bottom's cut, and then it just moves it around and drops it. That's what they're doing up here. Oh, there goes a tree I didn't count. So they're doing some more at the back. But anyway, it's the beauty. It's like thanks for going live. You've entertained me for a little bit today. I watched another live before yours, and then I hit the magic button on mine that comes up subscriptions. You know who's up first, and usually the people live come up first.
Mm.
Yeah, so I seen you only had a few people come and join the party and ask you how's it going. Like your hours, obviously you need them. So
Mm.
yeah, well, I don't know. See how you go this week. See this time next week, I'll catch up with you and see how many if it made it if yeah. I got a bit of a system going. Might be able to help you a little bit.
Mm. For like some reason, if like you're like watching the playlist for too long, YouTube thinks like you're like a bot or something, and like they remove all the watch hours and views you get. Like sometimes, like a while ago, like they remove like all the views from the subscribers I get initially that come in, and like only views from like a certain portion afterward. Then you'll have another
Yeah,
jump, and then they remove that jump. I don't know if it was bots coming and do that jump or something. I just post my videos and just I'll like monitor the comments and sort of just forget about it. Like I don't like do any weird things to like artificially boost the views or anything like that. I'm just going with the flow here. Like it's so
no,
annoying.
but
I'm like,
like with what I've learned over the last 12 months is um, just say I binge watch. You know, like I binge watch a lot of channels, and that's usually how I catch up with people. I'll spend, you know, like I might be doing something in my office at home where I did the radio. I might be on the computer downloading music and doing a few things, but while that's going on, I've got another device going here with someone's playlist running, and then inside the house we got the like another three devices connected to three different family members, and they can, yeah, like they're all one guy we pushed hard for him, and he got his hours. Uh, it took a couple of months, but he went from nothing to the 4,000. It's just about consistency, you know. Like the sun's just it's 11:30, nearly lunchtime. The sun's just about to reach me. It's been a cold morning. Yeah, but like if you do a 12-hour live or something and you need somebody to fill in for an hour or two, I don't mind helping you out.
yeah. I'm gonna like start planning out how I'm gonna do that live. It's gonna be like two 12-hour lives, how it goes for 24 hours. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to get a lot of sleep before that because I'm gonna have to constantly be waking up every couple of hours to shift out the people that are going to be on, and it's gonna be like really hard for me to do. But I'm gonna be working on it as best as I possibly can. And I'm gonna stay up until like 1 a.m. trying to make sure that like everything's going good in the chat. Maybe highlighting a couple of messages when I wake up. But I'll be like off the stream obviously when I'm sleeping, and then also like a notification on my phone. It'll probably happen either late. I'd say probably on the week of the 21st to the 26th. Probably on like Monday or Tuesday would probably be where it would probably happen because that will be right before school starts for me on the 23rd, which is unfortunate. I don't really
yeah,
want to go back. It's like I'm starting to enter the like years where like stuff you use less and less stuff that you learn in school, so it's like so like it's starting to like get to that. Like I'm starting to get to like that point in school. Like you're starting to use less and less of like things.
So what's your plan for the future? Like, where do you think you're going to be in 10 years? That sort of question.
Probably a news anchor. And
News
even if
anchor.
I
Yeah.
and even if I do run a successful channel with like multi millions of subscribers and pulling in decent money, I would still choose my dream job as two sources of income. So that way I could be able to afford my nice chicken farm that I plan on starting in the future.
Yeah. Nice. Well, you gotta, I don't know how much we to get into media here. Like, there's all sorts of courses you need to do. Like, I've done full time FM radio for years. That was I stumbled into that. That was just quite luck. But and while I was there, I did a college media course for. You couldn't get a job. You couldn't work for this company without this special certificate. You needed to have media five, grade five in communication, and all that sort of. And basically, they were teaching you all about ad revenue and yeah, basic stuff that you really should know anyway. Anyway, I did all that, and I'm all trained up, and I still had that job, whether I did that or not. I still had the job, and it hasn't helped me anywhere else since I left. But I've worked other places, but they didn't care about it. But yeah, a lot of people doing podcasts and get picked up, from doing stuff like that into media jobs.
I'm probably gonna start like a podcast in the coming weeks. I'm gonna start networking, like starting podcasts and stuff with like fellow channels. That way I can like expand outside of chickens and
yeah. It works.
Gardening.
Like it works. I enjoy like the basic little questions I've asked you. I enjoy finding out more about the person, why they decided to go down that track. What all that sort of. I enjoy all that sort of stuff, so I reckon you would too.
Yeah.
And it's always interesting. Is it who, what, where, and when? They're the questions you need to ask anybody, really. Who you're talking to and what are they all about? Where, what location, where have you been, where are you going to go, what's your plans, and when is, like, when's this all going to happen? When are you going on your trip? When is the new show? When is this? It's the old who, what, where, and when.
Yeah.
You remember, like, when you chat to someone and you sort of lose focus, and either they're a boring, like when you do radio, you got someone on there who's in a band and they're just there trying to promote their newest song or their newest album, and it sort of gets a bit down and sort of slow, and then you start going, tell me more about you,
Yeah.
and then it's the old who, what, where, and when, and it kicks the conversation back up. But I'm sure you're a smart young fella.
Yeah. I enjoy working on a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah. And is it your little brother in the background?
Oh yeah, they're all really annoying. They're like all under the age of like 12, so they're banging on me because they know they know I'm in live right now. Like, they just keep doing it because they enjoy doing it, and well, there they go again. And unfortunately, I have my door locked, or else they'd probably be screaming in here. And they also make up some weird like conspiracies about my channel that like I quote unquote tell lies, and like if I were to tell, I don't really like telling lies. Like, I absolutely hate telling lies, and like, why would I tell it here of all things? Like, they're like, oh, he tells lies in his videos, guys, and I'm like she once my little sister once interrupted one of my videos saying he tells lies, guys, don't believe him, and like I'm like, no. So I like have to cut off the clip and like start filming another one, and yeah, it's so annoying. And that clip was like 5 minutes long. I was like 4 minutes into it. I don't really like including them in my videos. I used to when they were
family, brother. You're gonna have them for a long time. They're gonna be with you all your life, in one way or another.
Calmer as they get older, because they do enjoy like destroying like my door. Like, they've kicked like 2 dents into that thing, and that thing is not old. It's like a newer one. So yeah, unfortunately, that door only has probably a couple months left in it before they kick it down in their little temper tantrums, because if they don't get their way, they don't and nobody
when you
should get in their way.
when you get old and grey and grumpy like me, you can go. You can always pick your friends, but you can't pick your family.
Yeah.
That's usually the line that you use when you. Yeah, but mate, family's good. They'll be with you thick and thin through your whole life. Believe
Mm.
it or not, you might think so now, but trust me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've been on for what, an hour and a half?
Yeah, I think about an hour and a half. Yeah, a little bit over an hour and a half. An hour 35. I don't know why, but when I'm in StreamYard, it says I'm going for 4 hours, 24 minutes. But then when you look there, it says like an hour and a half or something like that. I don't know if you've noticed that when you do lives. I don't know if it's specifically when you schedule it or something, or if it's like trying to
Okay.
has it done that to you as well, or is that just a my computer thing?
It could be you scheduled it. Yeah. Would that be about the time you scheduled it?
I don't know. Like it's been like that thing's been slowly ticking up for like a long time, and like I don't know why it does that. I scheduled this thing like earlier today at like I think I scheduled this thing at like noon, around noon or something like that. I don't remember.
Well, it's coming up. Well, I won't say that. It's nearly noon here. I'm looking forward to the sun coming over these trees, and I'll get some warmth. Sun's
Hmm.
over the back there somewhere, and once it comes over here, like there's sun on the grass behind me, but it's just not reaching us yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm getting looked after today. This job's a pretty cruisy one. Yeah, but I might jump off, mate,
All right.
right now and charge the phone, and I think the old StreamYard seems to be draining the battery, even though I've got the plugged in. Seems seems to be draining the battery on this phone that I'm using.
Hmm.
But yeah,
It's
mate,
streaming does take a lot of my battery.
yeah, I'm using. Have you heard of Oppo phones?
Yeah.
OPPO. Yeah, I'm using one of those. As someone gave it to me a while back as a spare if you needed a spare.
Yeah.
Um, and who would have thought that my phone would get sort of crushed, and I did need one. And that was on a Sunday where. And here's the big tip out of it, all this for me. I saved everything to the phone and not to the SIM card. So all my contact lists. Ooh, there's a big one coming down. All my contact lists, all my phone numbers, family, friends, and mates overseas. I've lost everyone's phone number. Didn't write them in a book. They were just in that stupid phone.
Hmm.
But yeah. So slowly but surely, I'm getting one or two phone calls from different people, and it's a mystery because this number's not saved.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's it. I have to do something. Hang on, mate.
Hmm.
There you go. That was the highlight of the morning so far.
Hmm.
Farmer with his tractor with the back on it for the hay bales.
Hmm. What's going on with Lucas outdoors?
Yeah. But my battery's really down towards the end, mate, so I might jump off the StreamYard. If you're still going, I'll still be here in the chat.
Yeah, also we go.
And
I'm gonna
all right,
try
mate.
like about 2 hours. Yeah.
All right, mate. Well, I'll get back and help you with the watch hours.
All right.
All right. See you, buddy. I'll good luck with everything.
All right. So that was Radio Jonesy Tasmania. If you want to hop up onto the chat, just yeah. I think the invite link is above. I'm probably gonna resend it in a couple minutes, anyways. So yeah. All right. So basically, yeah, we were talking about gardening for a little while. We've been going for a little bit over an hour. I might do another stream where I go out to the chickens, but I'd have to start that up like early tomorrow. Fortunately, tomorrow's one of those days where I'm starting training because I have to wake up even earlier for school this year. I'm gonna wake up at like 5:30. I'm starting to do those types of training where I wake up early and put out the camera on the chicken coop. That'll be a great time to put the camera out in the chicken coop tomorrow. That's where I'm gonna put it out tomorrow, so that way I can start recording the chickens as early as possible. Probably only the pet flock though. The farm flock's way too far out, and I won't get any internet out there. And you don't want to know how much of a nightmare streaming is when it comes to mobile data. So yeah, it's so annoying. I will say that. So it is just a nightmare if I'm gonna do streaming out there. But I'm gonna be just streaming in there. The live will probably go until all the chickens are out, and then I'm probably gonna put the camera maybe up on the chicken coop if I can, obviously. And yeah, that's pretty much all there would be to do there. And I'm gonna wake up as early as I possibly can tomorrow to keep that all going there as well. So yeah, just a quick little reminder to run the playlist if you can. All right. Yeah, I'm doing a live stream in a couple of days. All right, that's cool. Yeah, I'm going to I'm not gonna be able to release a video tonight since it's too late to start filming anything. But I already did a sneak peek much earlier in the live, but I'll show you guys again really quickly. I'm working on a massive video compilation right now. My 50 favorite videos. I'll show you right now. I'll literally show you. So you can see right here, it's literally 2 hours and 8 minutes right now. And it's a compilation of like my 50 favorite videos. And unfortunately, I decided to be a moron and not cut these all up into segments. So this is all like just the entire video. So when this comes out, it'll be a premiere, maybe tomorrow or Thursday. I mean Wednesday. Either tomorrow or Wednesday is when I'd estimate this be out. I want to get this all finished before the end of the night so I can export this while I'm sleeping, but that's not a guarantee. I'm only at number 26 in terms of all this, so yeah, this isn't going well. This is gonna really crash my computer when I'm exporting it, yo. So yeah, that's a quick sneak peek. Oh, gray cloud there. Yeah, that is going to destroy my computer when I finish that thing up. So yeah, that's not gonna go well at all. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to having to export that thing like one bit. That is going to be very hard. But I only have a couple gigabytes of storage left, so I'm going to have to delete a lot of videos. And also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but at the start of the stream, I also did like a new little intro thing. It's like 5 seconds now. So if you're watching the replay right now and you somehow managed to make it this far into the chat, just remember that I have a brand new intro. It looks pretty cool. I'm going to start using it in long videos as well. Anyways, all that little pity self-promotion out of the way. Back into gardening, I guess. So, we didn't do any harvest today. You want to know why? Because I'm too lazy. I didn't go out in the garden to harvest anything today. Also because we don't have any baskets that aren't full right now with tomatoes, so we're going to have to start selling some. And these tomatoes are just sitting there in the kitchen getting attacked by the fruit flies, so it's starting to get really annoying. Words cannot describe how much I absolutely hate fruit flies. So we've been going for 103 minutes, and there's not really much left to talk about. It's starting to get a little bit dried. The chat is starting to get a little bit dry. The chat rate is 0, so that means I'm getting approximately 0 messages every minute or so. Thank you guys for stopping by on this not so marvelous Monday evening. It is pouring rain, windy, and everything right now. It is pretty miserable. That's all you got to know about this evening. So I will catch you guys all in the next upload or video or whatever. I don't know. Let's just hope nobody joins when I'm clicking end broadcast here, everybody. Bye.